mammals! Today we're taking our next look at Diablo 4, as we continue our pursuit of the demon Lilith, and discover more as to why she's here, what she's doing, and what it means for Sanctuary, aka God's blind spot. In our last episode, we took our first baby rogue steps into the demon-infested world, but we only tickle the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the questing, gear, and really getting out and exploring the world. So, let's do just that. Today we'll peek our peepers into the core leveling experience in Diablo 4. The quest, dungeons, and other side hustles available to quell our insatiable thirst for blood and glory. We'll check out the inventory and gear systems, and finally we'll mount up as we get our first steed and turn the slow, monotonous bore of cutting our way through demons into the much more efficient method of travel, trampling right over them. So sit back, mammals, let's climb into another round of Diablo 4, as we yet again delay the inevitable destruction of the world of Sanctuary. Say your prayers to the angel or demon of your choice, and let's experience the experience. As we continue our quest across Sanctuary, we are all faced with the same mounting problem while chatting with the locals and exploring around. Do I follow the main story and unlock the game features, or do I complete absolutely every single quest that every person, place, or thing offers me while opening up every corner of the map, even before I really need to go there, just so everything is clean and orderly and pretty and perfect? Now, personally, I recommend that you focus mostly on the story quests, and save the side hustles. At least until you get your mount to make all of the hoofing around that much faster. Ultimately, there is no right or wrong way to level up your character, and this sloth's advice is simple. If you're having fun, you're doing it right. However, don't forego the side questing completely. Both are conveniently placed en route. Hey, hang on a second.
En route.
Huh. En route to your main story quest. And they not only offer valuable rewards like elixirs and crafting materials, but also renown, Blizzard's new fancy word for reputation grinding. As the people of Sanctuary grow to hate you less and less, you are offered valuable rewards, some of which are even account-wide. Each main zone individually tracks your renown and rewards you in 5 different stages, offering elixirs, skill points, and paragon points. It gives you a nice little nudge to venture into that spooky basement or off-the-beaten-path cave entrance and discover a variety of exciting ways to bathe in demon blood and fill your pockets with shiny scrap materials for the blacksmith. And speaking of prizes, Diablo 4 brings its standard fare of infinite piles of gear and equipment. Soon the junk turns to magic items, rare finds, and legendary artifacts that you'll use to slaughter hordes of demons for around 3 minutes, until a slightly better one drops, leaving you with bags overflowing with sparkling scrap to break down at the blacksmith. While you can sell these pretties for coin, I found that later gold is not the hardest thing to come by in Diablo games, and turning your leftovers into crafting material is generally the best fate for them. The Diablo 4 inventory is simple and easy to understand. You're given a stash, which you can pay to upgrade to pack rat all those legendary items. And though those special effects look amazing on paper, and you absolutely 100% will use them one day, these items will ultimately be buried beneath dozens of equally useful, useless items in our endless odyssey to hoard literal piles of digital dinero. Now, the best part of Diablo 4 is the fact that all of your items take up the same amount of space in your inventory, even gems. So the dozens upon dozens of gems you will be collecting over the course of the game take up the same amount of space as your weapons and armor. Personally, I think it's great, and they should never add a gem tab. Having tons of pretty little dots hogging that valuable backpack real estate makes for an excitingly frustrating inventory management experience. To help offset the woes of sorting your bags, Blizzard has introduced a new mount system to help us explore this new open-world style layout of Sanctuary. Once you begin Act 4, you'll be given a quest to speak with Stable Master Oscar in Kiovashad. More and more mounts will be unlocked throughout the game by completing various tasks and killing certain demons. There's even a plethora of ways to pimp your ride with unlockable armors and accessories, bringing even more layers of detail to your character that you view from a few stories away. Our journey through Diablo 4 thus far has been a mildly frustrating but increasingly rewarding experience through the hell's dumpster known as Sanctuary. Our heroes are right on the heels of the Daughter of Hatred, and we're uncovering more and more of her mysterious plan. The story is fine, but the amount of effort that the Blizzard design and art teams put into the sets, animation, and voice acting is enough to forgive even the most mediocre of story elements. The mount system provides much needed relief to the chore of trekking across the new open world layout, and as someone with a top speed of around 0.04% that of a penguin's, I for one welcome the speedy addition. But what awaits us after we reach the Mother of Sanctuary and pokey-stab her into a giant pile of bloody coins and equipment? After hours of being stuck in the middle, what's the endgame for Diablo 4? The real meat and potatoes of the franchise, and that which keeps us making all those alts and coming back through all the seasons. We'll be looking at these questions and many more in our next episode. Finally, catching up to the Queen of the Succubi herself, checking out what awaits us after we stab her to death, and what the future seasons and expansions might hold for us. If you're enjoying the What It's Like series, let me know down in the comments below what other games you'd like to see featured in the coming episodes. Thank you for hitting that like button. As always, stay beautiful, and thanks for hanging out, mammals.